totally satisfying.
All right, what's going on, everybody? So, got the new furnace fired back up. Hopefully it's going to continue to work. Last night I turned it on for a while to season my crucible. I left it set at 500 degrees for a half an hour and then shut it all down and went to bed. Shortly after I shut this down, or almost immediately after I shut this down, I turned this one back on. This is the one that has the bad thermocoupler in it. And last night I tested it out. I plugged it in at my buddy's house. And before, when I turned it on, it always just went to error. And now it's not at error anymore. Here's the problem. I turned it on to season another one of my new crucibles. I set it to 500. I was going to let it go for a half an hour, and then it went back to error. I shut it off and immediately turned it back on, and it stayed at error. And for now, for some reason, it's showing a temperature again. I jumped the thermocoupler with a wire. I put in a jumper wire, and it worked last night. However, I don't think it's a great idea to continue to try to use it like that if I still have any chance of being able to use this furnace again. When I saw it go to error again a little while ago, or last night, I was thinking to myself, well, before it was only the thermocoupler, but now it's more parts because I jumped the thermocoupler and I just screwed everything up. Luckily, I don't think that was the case. So right now, I'm not going to use this anymore. I'm going to unplug it. And I'm going to go online and look for a thermocoupler for it before I just completely waste the whole unit. And, well, shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. As of right now, the old furnace here, I'm sure I made my money back out of it. Most of my pours, I either gave away or donated. But with the little bit that I did sell, I'm pretty sure I made my money back at this point. The furnace doesn't owe me anything, even though it was only a few months old. This piece of crap, though, that only worked for 10 minutes out of the box. That still owes me something. Oh, wait a minute. No, it doesn't. I got a full refund. Before they refunded me my money, well, after they refunded me my money, let me backtrack here a little bit. While I was in the process of returning this to get my money back, I wasn't willing to open this thing up and touch it because, well, that would have voided any warranty that I may have had, in my mind anyway. So while I was still in the process of sending it back, there was no way I was opening that thing up to take a look to find out what was wrong with it. After I got my money back and they told me they don't want the machine because they don't want to have to pay for shipping, it's my machine. So I brought it over to my buddy's house. We cracked it open, found a wire that was broke, or the solder broke, and this is ultimately the first real test. I ran it at 500 degrees for a half an hour last night, but today we're gonna go the full Monty. I got it set to 1,060 degrees Celsius. That should be more than enough to melt a little bit of silver that I got in there. And I got one mold made up. I don't have a whole lot of silver. So with the money that I made selling my other pours so I can buy another furnace, if this one still continues to work, I'm going back and forth in my head right now. Should I buy another furnace with the money that I raised in case this one craps out? Or should I buy some silver to invest so I can melt it, make a couple of bucks, and then buy another furnace or more silver? So I don't know what to do. Everything's still kind of up in the air. I'm not 100% sure this is going to continue to work. So we're going to find out. Everybody remember the toy jacks? You bounce the ball, you pick up a jack, you catch the ball. You bounce the ball, you pick up 2 jacks, you catch the ball. Well, I'm making silver jacks. So far I've only made 1, and I'm pretty sure that went to Mrs. Coin Crew. Thank you, Mrs. Coin Crew. You have been such a huge supporter of mine. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. There was a couple times where I had almost gotten a little discouraged, and then Mrs. Coin Crew stepped in. I don't know if it's because she felt bad for me, or if she was just hanging back to wait to see what other people were bidding before she put in her bid. And if that's the case, I understand, because I do the exact same thing. I'll let everybody else bid before I throw in my highest bids. So if that's what she does, I totally understand. But if she's doing the pity bid thing, shit, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I'm just kidding. I hope she genuinely enjoys my art. I enjoy it, and I hope everybody else does too. I really do. So this is what we got going on for now. And if I make another video showing off silver jacks, then you know everything went all right. However, if my next video is about how bad the company Viver is and the crappy products they make, then, well, you know, things didn't go so great for me. So, we'll see what happens. Much love. I'll talk to you all soon. Alright, so we're not done yet. So far, we are up to 942 degrees. Is that too hot to touch? Nope. It's getting hot. 944. Climbing pretty quick. I'm pretty pleased with this thing so far. We'll see what happens. Hopefully a pour will happen. Hopefully the next clip will be me dropping some silver in that thing right there. We'll see. Oh, by the way, since you're here waiting, if you're actually still here, do me a favor and just click that like button down there. And I've been losing a lot of subscribers lately. Probably, I think 6 or 8 in the last week. I can only assume YouTube is taking my subscribers because I haven't put out too many videos lately. But who the hell knows? Maybe people are just getting bored with me. I don't know. But yeah, make sure you're still subscribed. Make sure the bell little thingy is clicked, rung, and hit the like button while you're here. I'd appreciate it. Alright, we'll see what happens next. Alright, check it out. Is it too hot? Nope. We got a puddle. Looks like there's some extra crap floating on top. I'm guessing that's a little bit of graphite dust that was in there. But we got a puddle. I'm going to let this heat up a little more before I pour it, so it doesn't cool off and stick to the sides of the top of the crucible, because that will happen. And I'll end up, this was from a copper pour. That's what ends up on the sides of the crucible as you're pouring it out, because it freezes. The top of the crucible isn't quite as hot. So we're going to get this a little warmer and we will do our pour. Woohoo! Alrighty. It's I think it's about that time. So it's not up to 1060 yet, but it's alright. need that. Turn the heat off. Ooh, what a pretty orange. What a pretty color. There's a little bit of something left down in there. Whoa. Ha! I guess we shouldn't touch the crucible to the clamp there. Nothing there? A little something, but it's alright. I just wanted to get the last few drops of silver out of the crucible. Close that down. It's really its first initial fire up, and it's a little choky. It's a little smoky in here. So while this is cooling off a little bit, got my little cup here and start picking up little BBs of silver. That clamp's a little warm. I just touched it with the side of my finger. I think that's all of it. Alright, well, let's see how we did. I think it looks like we did pretty good. And with any luck, there's not going to be a whole lot of cleanup. But the furnace has given me my first successful pour. It made it through. Boy, that cools down fast. It's going to look nice when I'm done. Not a whole lot to clean up. Sweet. The last one, I can't tell you how many times I just sat there and just spun the thing like a fidget spinner. Very satisfying. Alright, that really is all we got for you for now. So this really is the end of the video. So once again, much love. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Spins well, but still needs to get cleaned up. last one you just saw, I gave to the person who helped fix my furnace. This is another one I made tonight after I got home. This thing is so satisfying. And what's more fun, a piece of silver you can play with. This thing is great. And it would go longer if my bar top was level. But this bar top is from the 1850s, so it's far from level. That's from my buddy's cat. I've washed it like 6 times and it just keeps bleeding. That's what I get for petting it. But anyway, Silver Jacks. These things are fun. Alright, everyone. Much love. Talk to y'all soon.